Hello, everyone. Quick Bites with Coach Coates coming to you live and in living color. Welcome and thank you for your attendance. Let's talk about nachos and Sunday night football. I remember when I weighed 425 pounds, man, I would have a spread going. I'd usually be barbecuing ribs earlier in the day. And to start it off, I'd have nachos packed with rib meat, chicken meat, beef, pork, everything else I could put on. Now I'm 185 pounds lighter. I had to come up with something a little bit, that kind of satiates me, that gets rid of the hunger, but not quite the calories and other stuff that's in there. So that's what I came up with my version of healthy nachos. All right, let's get this party started. Let's begin with our corn tortillas. And for those of you who know me, I prefer the blue corn tortillas. They're a little bit sweeter than the other ones. Most of these are non-GMO, and when I do eat corn, which is not regularly, I make sure it's non-genetically modified corn. So let me put my cheese over to the side here. I've got my corn and I'm simply gonna half them, keeping my fingers in, of course, and we talk about knife skills all the time. Keeping my fingers in, and I've got 4 blue ones, and then I've got a couple of the little ones on the bottom also. So I'll bring that over to here, and then I'm simply gonna come to there to make it just about a chip size there. And again, just about another chip size, and again. There we go. And I'm gonna make these into almost the same configurations. Now, here's the easy part. Ziploc plastic bag. Open it up. Now, I use a combination of oils. I either use coconut oil or olive oil. Occasionally, I'll use avocado oil also, all healthy fats. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 in there, and you can see that's about a tablespoon, maybe a little bit more. And I'm simply going to put all of my tortillas in. I get about halfway in, and I close them, and I kind of massage them just a little bit. So I make sure that I spread the oil out evenly on everything. Now, we are definitely going to season these. So let's open our bag back up again and fill it the rest of the way. This is a very simple recipe that you can use, when the kids come home and they want a snack and you don't want to give them junk food like Oreos or pre-processed stuff. This is a great alternative. All right, get them moving here. Get the oil to kind of touch every single one. Here comes the easy part, my trifecta. Those of you who know me, I got my Himalayan sea salt first. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Then I got my cracked black pepper. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love pepper, so we'll give it a little bit more. And a little bit of Old Bay. Couple shakes there. And my favorite, garlic. Not garlic salt, garlic powder, okay? A lot of people will try to use garlic salt, and then they'll use salt on the inside. Now, zip my bag back up. Shake it around. As you can see, look at that. All right, now I'm gonna step over to the air fryer. We're gonna drop them in our air fryer and get ready to go. Okay, simply place my chips in the bag, out of the bag and into the fryer. We don't wanna overload. This might be a little much, but I think we can get away with it. Okay, keep the middle open. There we go. And we're going to go in. I'm going to turn my air fryer on. 380. And we're going to go for about 7 minutes. Actually, we won't go 7. We're probably going to do 6. Okay, and as those get prepared, I'm going to get my cheese ready, and I like to just strip it so that, in other words, cut it into strips so I can lay it on. Now, I purposely don't usually use a microwave. For our little quick 15-minute bite, we're going to use a quick microwave to warm it up. The easy way to do this would be to put them in the oven, have your oven preheated. You might even be able to get away with it with the air fryer, but it's a little difficult to really melt the cheese the way that you want it to. So look back at my air fryer at about 3 minutes. I'm going to get it ready to go, and we're going to shake it around. Anytime you use an air fryer when you're doing something, You want to make sure you go halfway through and shake it up, okay? And again, not a lot of seasoning, not a lot of things. Now, you can add anything in the world to this, okay? I like to make mine with a little bit of protein, so you'll see I'm gonna add some black beans. We're gonna do our normal jardiniere that I call it, and that comes with our grapes, sweet bell peppers, onions, maybe just a little bit of celery once in a while. And then I like to use my superfood greens in there. I've actually had somebody say the last time that they prepared nachos, they couldn't believe that I put greens in nachos. But when they tasted, they said it was amazing, and they actually made the nachos 3 or 4 more times that week because they were so good. So I'm gonna look back. I'm at about 5 minutes. So, actually I like to shake it a little bit early. So I'm gonna reach back there and move it around a little bit. That's the beauty with an air fryer. You can open the drawer, move it around a little bit, and get it back going. Okay. Again, you can put anything you want on these. I actually have some purple sweet potatoes that I prepared with another meal earlier, and I might add just a little bit of that to there. Why would I do that? You're like, wow, all these the colors make it amazing. To me, the more color you put on your food, the more satiated you are, the more it satisfies your hunger, to me. Okay. Now, what are we going to use on there? Let me give you just a real quick look at my bowl here. Here's my bowl. All right. And as you can see, we've got a little bit of lime, a little bit of grapes, a little bit of tomatoes, a little bit of parsley, some onion, and some sweet bell peppers. We're going to cut all of that up and get it ready to go. Well, bam, there we go. Oh, doesn't that look amazing? I've taken the time to cut that up a little bit earlier because I like to let my flavors kind of marinate on themselves. And I know that's the wrong word, but it does marinate. It does just, they all soak into each other and then they hit those chips and you'll see what I mean. Okay. Next, my super green greens. And again, that's red chard, purple kale, and spinach. The combination is just lovely. Not to mention the vitamin and mineral content of all of these wonderful vegetables. And finally, my black beans. These are organic black beans that I soaked myself and made them. Put a little bit of garlic, a little bit of salt, and they're ready to go. I'm gonna look back and check my air fryer one more time. All right, they're getting there. They are getting there. We're at about 4 minutes, but what I find in using the air fryer, you have to kind of know your air fryer. I look at the recipes, it comes with the book with the air fryer. And whenever I try that, I always burn it. So I kind of go by my smell and just kind of like by my feeling. As I'm preparing those, like I said, we're at 4 minutes and we're moving there. Okay. Next, I'm going to make sure that I have my avocados ready to go. That's something I absolutely love avocados. Why? Because avocados have that wonderful oil in it that our body needs. Okay. Avocado oil is great for the joints. If you think about it, I mean, in your joints, when you're moving and everything, what helps that? You need a little bit of oil. That's the way to think about your avocado, okay? And I've got my avocado ready. I like mine pretty ripe, but sometimes, I like them to where they're not all the way ripe because they're just a little crunchy and you can put those in. And for that appetite, you need the sweet, you need the sour, and you need just a little bit of crunch. So I find that those avocados that aren't quite ripe are absolutely amazing in salads and things. Okay, we're at 3 minutes again. I'm gonna shake my chips and take a look. Why don't you take a look with me? Oh, those look good. Ooh, I think they're just about ready. Yeah, we got about another minute. See, as I said before, we put it on there for 6 minutes. But as I looked at those chips, there were only a few that weren't ready. So you got to kind of watch it because otherwise then your chips will burn a little bit. Now, I use 2 different kinds of tortillas. I use the blue tortilla and I use the regular GMO ground corn tortillas. So they're similar, but they heat up a little bit different occasionally. So I'm gonna look back. We're gonna couple seconds here. We're gonna be at 2 minutes. I'm gonna grab my plate and we're gonna get ready to go. Okay, I've got my plate here. No, they're not quite ready. And you know what? It's worth taking the time to check it a few times and get it going. In the future, we're going to try to reach outside of the box a little bit. We're gonna do some quick sound bites on a lot of different things. One of the things that we're gonna do is I'm going to start adding a little bit more meat to things, because just because it's my choice not to eat meat doesn't mean that other people don't want that. So today I actually took the time to prepare a little bit of chicken. Let me show you. All right, this is a little bit of what I call my Jamaican jerk chicken. And what I've done is I've actually filleted a chicken and took the meat, put it in the oven, basted it with a jerk sauce, a Jamaican jerk sauce, and let it cook down till it was just totally delectable. Chopped it up, and we're going to include that in our nachos. I think our nachos are about done. We're at about 2 minutes now. So I'm going to reach back over into my air fryer, and let's get this party started. Okay. I want you to take a look at those. Ooh. Okay, there. Now, as you see, I'm going to now lay my strips down. There. And each one, can't really put too much cheese on there. And I'm gonna say, we'll probably put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. That's all it really takes. And then I will mix everything up and add some more on. Okay, now, well, I'm gonna put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Here we go. Okay. All right. And as you see, our nachos are done. Now we're gonna get started loading them up here. Again, the more flavors, the better. We're gonna start off with a little bit of chicken. That again was marinated with some Jamaican jerk sauce, dark meat, light meat. Even though I don't eat meat, I enjoy cooking it. A little bit of the giardiniera, which is grapes, onions, sweet potatoes, baked baby bell peppers, and a little bit of parsley. Then we're going to add some green stuff. Some people don't like, I love personally. And a little bit of beans for the protein. And then we cover them back up. And voila, there we go. Nachos, healthy nachos, a twist for you. Coach Coates coming live. Enjoy. Have a great day.